Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of Control. Last episode was a lot of fun, but we didn't make a lot of forward progress in the story, so we're hoping to adjust that with today's stream. Now we have a little bit, and I do stress a little bit better idea on how to navigate the world. We're going to hopefully be making contact with... Is this person tired, or... We go with yes. I'm really trying to remember her name right now. Look at the reflection here. That is pretty well done. You can see through the glass and also get that reflection on it. Yeah, these guys are not doing well. Now...
There you are. I was starting to worry.
No, real quick. What's her name? Samson? Oh, I can't remember. We're going to find out in just a second. But it's so embarrassing that from one episode to the next, I can't remember people's names. Hello to Azaric. I hope that you're having a great Monday so far. And Eldra, to you as well.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, Head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Oh, no, believe me, please do not have a breach. I really don't want these guys on my ass, and I bet that they're going to be. Hello to Drienne. Okay, just taking a quick look through. Hello to Drienne. I hope you're also having a great Monday. Okay, clearance level 5. I think we're up to clearance level 3, and this is probably where we're going. Let me just take a quick look around.
It's not in here, Rangers. Let's look for alternatives.
Sorry, I'm vaguely wondering if I stand here while that, like, raps on the elephant 88 times or something, if some Easter egg will pop out. Don't answer that, because I'm not going to stand there for whatever time it would be. But it seems like the sort of thing where that could happen. All right.
I think I know the reason.
Wait, what's this? Okay, so if the horseshoe is down, red arrows come out. And if the... Oh, luck and probability. That was the name of the thing that we went into. So if it's right side up, all the luck comes in. And if it's upside down, then all the luck dumps out. Isn't that like the legend about this? Oh, I want to read this paper. It is slightly too fine to be able to read. Except that is definitely text. Like, that's not, ipsum ectum facto. That's actual words. Oof. Well, let's turn the good luck horseshoe, good luck upside, side up. Adrienne, is asking, how's the day been? Good. You know, didn't have to work today, so it is going just fine. Okay, so there's some sort of kitty here. I'm just gonna take a quick look around. I don't know what level of... I'm just gonna leave all this stuff on then. Seems okay. Alright. Now, there are many things here in the main hall that we have not yet interacted with, but I'm going to proceed with this mission, and then we will thoroughly explore the other areas here in Luck and Probability, or outside Luck and Probability, as we go. Wait, are these guys... Are the Rangers fighting the other guys? Because I wanted to look in that
I see
shelter.
Rangers over there. We have to help them.
Yep, we do. Oh, I saw that coming the whole way in and did nothing to stop it. Now, one thing we have not experimented with is that although we can only have... Okay, that's going to take a second. Although we can only have 2 different weapon styles available to us at any one time, is there anything at all stopping us from... Oh, I know what we have to do with this. From going to the menu and switching out the weapon styles as needed. Oh, I did not see you. Oh! Oh! That... I think that actually knocked the wind out of me. Hold on a second. Anybody see any blue? There's some up there. I just gotta get there. Please be dead. Okay, that helps a little bit. Nope, that's a good guy. Hello to anybody else who might have come in. Nope, that's a good guy. So, the good guys have... Okay, so I was about to say green lights, but they don't. At a momentary glance, they look indistinguishable from their evil counterparts. Also, this is just mist. Oh my god! Oh, get away! We might get some dialogue here in a second. I just wanted to take a quick moment to acknowledge one of the things that I'm really enjoying about this game is that combat frequently bounces from very challenging in that I suddenly get killed. Sometimes so fast, it's like I don't even feel like I reacted properly. It's just like, wow, you just get absolutely pasted. Usually due to poor positioning on my part. And then other times, you'll go through a segment and it'll be like, wow, that was so easy that it would look to the outside observer like the game had no challenge whatsoever. And usually that's as a result of good positioning, sometimes by accident or whatever else. I'm just sort of like patrolling the outer limits of this room to see if there's anything else to get to. I bet Central Research is going to open up once we get reality sorted. Oh, hello to Sam Lander, says you didn't need that HP anyway. YouTube editing on a lazy Monday afternoon. Oh gosh. See, and Mia's driving right now. Geek Pantheon. Oh, it was Hell Party, I think. Now, Geek Pantheon, because Hell Party looked very familiar to me, but that's not the video game that was made by the people that did Oxenfree, is it? That was something else. That was Afterlife, I think. It was something like that. Oh, Mia's gonna miss the Mia. Oh, no she's not, because we've got hell to pay. You know what's unironically one of my favorite things to happen in... not favorite things to happen in cinema, but just a moment that I unironically really, really like. I'm gonna spoil RoboCop, as in the Paul Verhoeven RoboCop, not the one with Joel, what's his name? One second. Oh, okay. Hold on. And he's got friends. So the friends could prove helpful if I can avoid taking even a breath of damage here for 1 second. Oh, God. Okay, now all I have to do is get close enough to collect whatever health is there, and we won't be quite so dead. Please stop shooting at me. No! Well, we lost some more triangles. Oh, interesting. After Party, which Drienne says that studio... So it was called After Party, not Afterlife. And that studio involves several Telltale alumni as well. So let's hope that it's at the point... Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I was going to say, hopefully it'll pick up at the checkpoint where... Oh, I have to turn my cat back on. Hold on a second. Do that. Anyway, the thing I was going to say about RoboCop, which is maybe something... It's just that I never hear anybody else talk about it, and I really liked it. The fact that RoboCop, like his fourth directive, was that he could never take any legal action against anyone who was currently a member of CCP, I think it was called. And the fact that that was resolved by the executive in charge getting fired by the COO or whatever it was. I always really like that moment where it's like, you're fired, and Directive 4 deletes, and RoboCop just straight up, like, murders the guy. And that's what I'm thinking about when, you know, I'm in a battle with Chief Kinesiologist Abraham Lincoln, or whatever this guy's name was. Okay, so it did save some of our progress, which is very kind of it. Yep, we don't have to do the whole fight again. We just have to... Is there anything I can do to be ready for this? Not really. I've got way more health than I did last time. Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp was the game that he was playing. If there's a game that has a better debris system in it, I've not encountered it. Okay, I don't want to be here anymore. Let's see, that guy has a bright green light. I don't know who won that. Also, why is Patrick Lewis here like a Frankenstein monster? Okay. But, like, right there, that's an example of, like, that looked way easier than it was the last time, and in fact, it's just that, like, I'm less surprised by what to do. You know, tactics and positioning in this game mean a lot, and when I get it wrong, it's my fault. Like, the game does not feel the slightest bit unfair. Okay, so we got some sort of record that I do want to look at. But, like... Oh, there go the bodies. God, I love the way that this game breaks apart. Geek Pantheon says the game was a ton of fun, even though he had to say the weirdest and most disturbing phrase he's ever encountered in a video game. I might have missed that part. Now, like, I kind of do, like, I don't want it spoiled, because then I want to go back and watch the VOD and see if I can determine what it was. So I'm just taking a quick look around. So we got the Synchronicity Lab. Again, just sort of doing a quick lap around to see if there's anything that I need to pick up or like this. Did we get that door on the other side? I think we did. Oh, you monster. Okay. Let's remember to come here after we hit this. I love what an accurate representation this is of, like, actually hanging out with Mia, and it's like, so many people are not going to get it. Okay. Let's go in here, because I assume that our blockages have been removed. Oh, Geek Pantheon, anytime. Yeah, the saddest end to any stream is if the people, like, there's, like, everybody just happens to be offline at that moment. Okay, let's read a little bit of... Oh, it's Threshold Kids. These are the puppets that we saw. Problem. With the recent arrival of the redaction, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young... redacted child? What else would be behind there? There are no other blanks for blank to play with, and blank is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. Okay, so they're talking about an individual. Okay. Blank, presumably a name, will require a slow, blank-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets... Okay. Explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Blank will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Blank to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Blanks loves puppets. Wait, that wasn't everything. Wait. So do you want to kind of know about the Warped? Because that's what paranthesiologist, what's his name was? The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural activities similar to drifters. They're able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural activities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Well, you all can observe all you want. I'm going to shoot them to death. This report serves as an introductory guide to the Astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with X-ray light box. Oh, the X-ray light box in the hypnosis lab. I think we have a mission to go look at that, by the way. A section of the parapsychology division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. We went through that room last episode. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redaction is within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. And it makes you wonder why they're delving into that. I guess because it's there. Alright, and let's read about Astral Spike, or hear about it.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place. Not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the person who is playing Dr. Casper Darling. He has a real sort of like front and center role here, and I think that he's doing a very good job of being affable, curious, not necessarily irresponsible, but perhaps a little bit in over his head and just sort of trying to make the best of it. That's my read on the character so far. Also, Drienne is saying that a streamer that they know has an idea that you shouldn't raid over to someone if you yourself cannot hang out for an extended period of time. For me, it's that, like, let's say that we just ended the stream. Good night, everybody, and then, like, it just stops there, right? Well, if we just close down, anybody who might be away from their keyboard, anybody who is lurking, anybody who is otherwise looking for entertainment is just sort of left high and dry. So even if we personally, even if I won't be able to hang out as much in chat, which, like Geek Pantheon, is frequently the case, at a minimum, we sort of tossed our audience over to somebody else that hopefully will be able to provide a good time. And if it's not to each person's, taste, that's fine, but at least maybe they got introduced to somebody that they didn't see before. And I've been introduced to so many people like that. Wait, there was an Old Boys Club notification that came up, and let's look at the map real quick. So I'm on the opposite end of the world from where the X-ray light box object of power is. That's not the button to make that go away. Also, okay, so we did this. Oh, I should go turn this in then. Wait. So I gotta go back because we finished a mission to kill enemies with spin mode pistol. And we can turn it in right here. Wait. No. What? Okay, I did turn it in. Sorry, for a second I thought that I accidentally abandoned it, and that's not true. So we still don't know what surge mode is. If I'm supposed to know, somebody could let me know about that, I suppose, but pending new information, I kind of feel like that's something that hasn't yet been introduced, so I'm not going to take that one right now. Kill Hiss guards in executive sector using spin mode. Kill Hiss guards. Yeah, well, let's take that one, because I feel like we can do that anywhere. And then there's those two. All right. And then for abilities, I think we're trying to get one more point, one more sort of broken circle, and then we will be taking the ability to shoot our shield at guys. And then finally, if we go in here... Oh, we can now take Pierce. So Pierce appears to be a sniper rifle version of the thing. We don't have an active mission for it, but I mean, I'm definitely going to take this. Is there any reason not to go with this? I don't think so. All right, do we have... Right. Go back. Mods. No. Weapon forms. No. What have I done? Okay, here it is. So... I want to at least try this. So, do we have any abilities that are unique to Pierce? And fortunately, so Groomfy had recommended sorting by type. It seems to remember that we have done that. Exclusive to Pierce. Damage while aiming. Well, I do like to aim. Usually works out for me. And then down here, we've got some personal mods. Let's see if there's anything better that we would want. Well, we've got this. Evade energy cost... Oh no, launch energy cost negative 15%. Well, I do that a lot. Yeah, let's go with that, I guess. Someone who can says fugue can be deadly. Yeah, I wanted to like roll back to like that's what they call it, right? A fugue, which is interesting because a fugue state in a human is basically a... I am not going to use the right phrase here, but like a loss of active consciousness. It's sort of like going into a, you are awake, you are moving, you are reacting, sometimes in a confused or like extreme fight or flight mode, but not consciously in control of your actions. This is my general sense of it. Hold on, we just got a new tier 3 ability. Exclusive to Pierce. Yeah, so wait, let's go in here. Why is it telling me... Oh, because it's the wrong thing. So, yeah, this would give me an extra 2% damage per aiming. So, let's do that, and then let's actually... Well, I guess if we held on to this, they would stack, I would imagine. Like, we could make a really deadly sniper pistol with this. I won't get rid of that just yet. So, do you have, like, a little stage in here? I don't see anything else that we can interact with. Oh, and I very much need to change my mission because I'm nowhere near it. I think this is what we are on right now. Also, hopefully Drienne is still near the... Wait, what's this? Yes, rubber duck. And we know that those are bad because they were explicitly banned in episode 1. Let's listen to this.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Okay. I was really expecting that to go somewhere. Drienne's surprised that we haven't, I haven't tested out the gun yet. Well, I'm waiting for somebody to shoot at with it.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Sorry, I'm just moving some boxes because I gotta see what's in here. One thing that I didn't get a chance to say about the person that we met earlier, was that Marshall? Again, I'm getting my proper names mixed up, but I actually really liked how flat her delivery was. She was like, "Oh, you're the new director. Well, here's what we're up against." And like I also like the fact, by the way, that Jessie, of all people in this story, Jessie is like, wow, she really takes things in stride. She's not even phased. Jessie, come on. You went from stranger walking in off the street to hurling things telekinetically with your mind with a transforming gun, all right? You don't get to criticize anybody else for just sort of like rolling with the punches. Oh, wait, I can do something here. Up, down, left, and right. So according to the little image, it looks like I want to move it left and then down. But we don't have the other parts in. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't get the line in. Urgh. There we go. Hello to Ficus, and also, sorry, hello to Ricardinho. Sorry, I was getting distracted by story stuff. Boy, the darks in this game are dark. I actually kind of like it. There's something back here. Thank God for these interactive dots.
You let me here. Any idea how to make it work?
I can't wait to see what an HRA is made of. Like, cooked black geese marinated in witch fat. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of blankety blank with perfect blank harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redaction through the harmonized prism onto a redaction, methods for imprinting the non-physical fields onto redaction, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance. Blank in the prism will be explored and explained. Well, that makes a fat load of nothing. My best guess is black rock prisms are important. Also, we're not going to listen to this. I just want to clear it out.
Altered item.
Yep, we listened to all of that.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, I want to go do this. I have been not getting to these timed missions. Sorry, I'm just taking a quick look at this. Too powerful for use. For our use, some of those. Are you bumping me? Hey, you back off. Sorry, I'm looking to see if we can do these on our little key code, and I don't think that we can.
So,
no.
We need to find all the punch cards.
Oh, wait, the punch card's in this room? Hold on, I can't do that, lady. I gotta go, major targets. Oh, well, I'm not doing that right now. Hold on a second. So I feel like we are looking for the yellow cards, and then we're going to follow these guides to know which ones get mounted in which order. Is my best guess. I don't want to do that. Nope, not yet. Alright. I need to find...
Check the upper floor?
No, I actually haven't. Yeah, okay, so let's go see if I can find my way back to a fast travel point. We had one, I think, back at the end of this hallway. And while we're running, let me get around to what I was saying. So in the last episode, in the previous episode, there was an event that I had no idea about until afterwards, when somebody came into chat and they posed some things that were very concerning, and I did not acknowledge them at the time because I just straight up did not see them. But fortunately, Mia did, and so did Feecrest and Drienne was able to reach out to that person and hopefully provide some assistance. So I just wanted to say thank you very much to them. That was... Sorry, Pneumatics is where I'm trying to get to. So it looks like Dead Letters is going to be the closest place. So to the extent that people watch these videos while the chat is still up, if they're wondering why that did not elicit any sort of response, it was simply that I did not see it. I saw comments on either side of it, but knew nothing of that until Mia texted after the stream was over, at which point I touched base with her to get more details. Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made Earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me. I don't think there's a lot of risk about that. Drian, I very much hope that your conversation with them helped as well. And I'm exceedingly glad that you were here because Drian is well trained in being able to provide assistance in situations like that, and I frankly am not. Nope, that's a bathroom. Oh boy! Oh god! This is a shield, right? Is there... I am the worst! I'm the worst at these timed missions! Have I done a single one successfully? I might have done one. And that's a big might. Every other one, I think that I've gotten killed or not attended to quickly enough. Okay, so this is... Are we still in pneumatics? I think we are. Yep, there were dead letters, whatever. Alright, so in that case, let's go back to the HRA lab, which is in the ritual division. Or, wait. Do we want to go try to... investigate the X-ray light box of power, because whatever ability it's going to unlock, I would sure like to have. Alright, let's see if I can get here. So we can go to Astral Exhibition, which seems slightly closer than Parapsychology. So let's try to go here, and we're going to try to work our way over to that golden border. Oh, interesting. Geek Pantheon is currently editing a video that is a deep dive on the Soul Knife. That is the character class that I'm very interested in trying out in the newly released Tasha's Cauldron of Everything for D&D 5th edition. So it looks like if we go sort of northish and then down a stairwell, that's where we want to be, I think. All right, let's try to go this way. Yeah, so I sometimes find like deep what's the phrase that I'm thinking of? Deep sort of like breakdowns on character mechanics can be very interesting, particularly for like, this is how this class is generally intended to be done. But what I will rarely do is... This is going to be so satisfying if I actually nail somebody with it someday. Oh, yes, it was. Okay. Oh, God, it just melts them into sparks. One thing about the sniper gun is that it does rely on a certain degree of being able to hit what you're aiming at, because you only get the one shot, and that's not exactly my strong suit. I don't know if this is helpful. Oh, it super was. Oh my God, the shield just saved my life. For example, like here's sort of like a... This might seem like a strange comparison to some, but Firaxis routinely does videos for new civilizations that come out for Civilization 6, where it's like a... They call it like a first look or a quick look or whatever it's called. And I really like those because what they do is they basically provide a 2 or 3 minute breakdown of here's what this civilization is like, here's their abilities, and then like at least a quick overview on how they are intended to sort of like dovetail together. And I found that extremely useful, and that's what I would love to see from like a deep dive on the Soul Knife for me personally. As I've talked about with Geek Pantheon, I'm really not much of a power gamer. I like to do something that seems thematic and cool, not the most powerful kid on the block. Okay, so we have 4 different guns available, and we are 4 for 4 on the ones that I like to use, so expect to see some swap outs, I think, as we go. Adriana's saying that a better analog for Pierce, this newest gun, is like a bow, where you have to like charge it up, like drawing back a bowstring. That's good. I think that's very apt. So the Hypnosis Lab is this way, which is, I think, where we want to go.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem great. Yep, checks out. X-ray machine. Remember there was one year when a number of games came out that all featured bows very prominently in their marketing as like a primary weapon. Like Tomb Raider was in there, and there were others that I'm not going to be able to remember right now. And it felt like there was at least a little bit of mockery about it. To me, I was pretty comfortable with it. Okay, so we've seen this puzzle, and we also see a control unit over there, but I don't have the information on what we're trying to make it look like yet, so I'd just be grasping. Huh. Oh, wait, we've got some information here. That looks very promising. That's probably it, but let me just see if we have any corroborating or separate information. Interesting little flicker on the screen there. I don't know what caused that. Yeah, no, it looks fine now. Alright, let's see if we can replicate this pattern. So, basically, first layer borders on the 3 sides, and then the top border completely filled in. Good. Okay. We can go in there now. I'm going to take a look down here first. Oh, we can't do this yet.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut, first class. And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Oh, and then we don't get to find out what happened. So, Geek Pantheon has made some changes to apparently resolve some issues with... it sounds like maybe there was a sound issue. What was the nature of the issue and what's the fix? We're always looking for ways to make sure that viewers have the best experience. Use C's to complete the thing. So, before we go, we have left bumper and right bumper assigned to things, and then left trigger and right trigger, of course. So, it could be both triggers, or both bumpers, rather. Golden copy NPC variation. Just looking at the orange bar down at the bottom. Find another way to defeat this enemy. Okay, it's cool. So it's telling me that enemies at low health can be seized. Oh, well, here's somebody. Let's try to low health them. Whoops, that's a little bit too low health. Oh, you gotta fully draw it. Oh, I'm not doing great. Jen saying that the video was buffering frequently. Yeah, we've had issues like that too from time to time, where it's just like, it just doesn't behave stably, the stream, for some reason. So here's what we gotta do. We gotta maybe punch or, yeah, work down somebody's health a little bit. Let's see if we can get his attention. Son of a... Okay, so how low health is low health? Christ. Alright, that was both triggers. I do not know how to seize someone. And I may not have the best weapons to do it right now. I might need to switch to... Oh! It looks like the answer was X, everyone, but I got very dead before I could do it. The first training session that I've really really flubbed. Hey, dummy. Oh, come on. Now, fortunately, the golden enemies are stationary, so... Okay. Okay, and you can move while you're doing it. Got it. Now, I know my attacks don't hurt it. Ow. Get out of the way. Apparently, C's has a little bit of a maximum range. Well, was that sufficient? I guess so. Alright, so now we can Jedi mind trick these guys. Hello to Brian! Well, hopefully, and this is a big hope, that will make some of the timed missions a little bit easier, because if we can, like, wear down a
Hands
couple...
were fried when I took over the object.
Oh, they just all died. Cool. Oops. So... that was that mission. Yeah, now we go back to restart the punch card terminals and then activate the HRA machine. So we don't need to get all the way back down to the south, and oops, we can probably fast travel there. Brent, I hope you're having a nice Monday so far. Okay, be low health. Oh, I couldn't grab him or seize him, whatever. Also, does this take energy? I haven't yet noted. It does. Got it. The more abilities that we get that use energy, the more reasonable I think it is. Yikes. Ow! Will you cut that out? Actually, I need your health. I can't afford to seize you. I need whatever blue shards you're carrying inside that noggin. Well, whatever. Well, I guess we're all friends now. Oh, I think we have our circles. So, I really want to shoot my shield shards at people, so we're going to grab that. And then we'll check that out. Now I've got 2 points left over, so I can improve the strength of my shield, or, what's this? Plus 5% to shield duration. If we build this up, seize an additional enemy. Interesting, so you can do 2 for 1. But I'm kind of thinking that with all those grenades incoming, I would like to be able to throw those back in people's faces. The other really appealing one is plus 30% to melee damage, because I very much enjoy her palm thrust. What happens down here? Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm going to take this. No, I'm not, because that takes 3 points. Okay, I'm going to take this, because I want to spend all my points right now. Okay, can't do anything here, and then these are not ready just yet. Okay, so now we'll do fast travel, and we want to get down to the HRA lab, or as close as we can. Ritual Division seems like our closest point-ish, with the other one being Central Research. Central Research is where we started, though. Well, let me try to go here. Brand's saying it's nice that you can really customize your loadout to the abilities that you use most in this. My brother, she says, my brother and I have very different focuses when it comes to abilities and mods. Yeah, so far, I'm just sort of like trying a little bit of everything. I do like the fact that you can change your loadout pretty much at any time. Like, you can respec that it costs some resources, but that it's on the table as an option. Yeah, so I recognize this hallway. Gonna take us back where we want to go. Alright, now, she had made reference to the cards up top. And I felt like I already got that. Did I drop my cards when I died? I think I did. Alright, so let's go around and pick up any cards that we see. No. And then I figure, like, once we have all of the yellow cards that we can get, we will try to suss out exactly what to do with them. There's multiple terminals around, and it's going to take a bit of searching to figure out what we're supposed to do with them and how.
Find all the punch cards.
So I'm just looking at configurations. Can we affect this? Alright, let me go take a look to see what we've got. Restart the punch card terminals. Well... Okay, so I think what we're supposed to do is take each of these... points and... Yup. Okay, but I don't know what the arrow there means. It could just be that that one's supposed to go into the other location. Also, why are there 5 different terminals to do this? I haven't worked that out yet. So, one thing that's consistent is that we do know that the first one is sort of the radiation sign, and then the...
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Each punch card corresponds to a terminal. Okay, well this one is featured in multiple ones. Each punch card corresponds to a terminal. Oh, it gives you clues as to which one it goes for. So this one would be sort of like the half moon one, possibly in the final point. So let's go see if we can find that one. So it could be this one, except there was an arrow pointing, so I want to see if I can find it in the last
These whiteboard
section.
drawings may be important.
Yes, I agree with you. They might be important. Okay, so far every single one of these has the... this one right here, see it right there, second from the bottom, in the 4th spot. What I'm looking to see is there anyone in the last spot? Because... Yeah, see it here? See how it's like that right there? But over here, it's X'd out because it's not in the right position. I think it's supposed to be in the 5th position. I think. So, is there a 5th terminal? Which ones did I check?
It looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Yeah, I bet the symbols are probably important. We have... Okay, what did I do? This is 5, then 3... then 2, then 1. So where's Terminal 4? Is that one upstairs? It might be. There it is. No, that's still in the 4th position. So my theory is wrong. Okay. Well, then let's take a look at this. Okay, so this one clearly shows that the shaded box is in the 4th one. The white box in the shrouded room. Which is not what's here. That's not in the 4th position of any of them. Oh, boy. All my theories so far about how this is supposed to work are not... Oh, the terminals are named, they're numbered after the position. Okay, that's not, I'm with you. Okay, that's not, I get it.
What are these whiteboards?
Oh, and sorry, I solved that right as Drienne posted. Those are the punch cards in your hand. Those aren't the machines. Okay. Yep, I got there a split second before you posted that. So, this is number 4. And so number 4 should be the box in the truck. God damn it. Okay. We'll be back. So I really want to do at least one of these. Lady, I'll be back. If I could just, like, chest dash like that everywhere, that would be my primary mode of, like, getting down from buildings. I take the elevator up, but then on the way down, I would just jump off the roof, and then at the last second do an air dash like that. Okay, so we want to go to... Wait, where do we want to go? Hold on a second. Somehow I... Nope. Here. Missions. This. Maintenance. Fast travel to maintenance, which is near the energy converters, so hopefully here? No. I'm just going to be this one. Yeah, it's named energy converters. Yeah, I was trying to work out the relationship between the terminals and the cards, and what I thought was that each terminal, this is what was happening inside my head. Each terminal will have a card that is wrong, and then what I need to do is figure out which card is incorrect and then work forward from there, which was close but not correct. Can I, like, seize him someday soon? Maybe I can't seize high-level guys. God damn it. Oh my god! Oh, and you know what else I didn't do? I didn't actually use my shield throw, which I worked so hard to get, and then promptly did not use for anything. The shield is maybe one of the abilities that isn't coming the most natural to me, and I need to start using it more often so that I know how to use it when I need it. Let's go fast travel back to our... thing puzzle, and I think that now we know what the solution is going to be. So yeah, I very much want to see Geek Pantheon's video about the Soul Blade, sort of what I assume will be a breakdown of, hey, here's what it is, here's what it gets at the different levels, because I think I mentioned this before, but nothing has changed. We have Tasha's Cauldron of everything, and I have not yet cracked it open. Hopefully sometime during vacation I'd like to take a look through it, because although I think that the Soul Blade looks like it sounds like a very interesting class, like, for all I know, when reading through, I'll be all about doing like the Psi Knight or some other thing. I remember in 4th edition when that came out, I was all excited for Player's Handbook 3 that was going to have the psionic abilities, and then wound up playing, like, probably the least psionic class in there, which was a monk. Okay, oh, grr, I have to go get the cards again. Sorry. Not a problem. I forgot that when I leave here, they fall out of my pocket and go back to their original locations. 3, 4... Let's go get all 5, so that I have to work with it. Vickers is saying, when you're trying to write sequels but can't seem to focus on it and can't remember any of the table names, ugh. Yeah, I have very little sort of programming experience. So, we know what goes into Terminal 4, I think. So, let's see if we can put that one in here, which is this one, I think. Yep, that's what's listed. We also know very clearly what goes in Terminal 1, because that one's been very clear. Whoops. That is this one. All right, now for Terminal 2, it could be the one black square, or it could be the black cube. Let's see if we have any clarity on that. Let me go look at the other whiteboard upstairs. Nope. So far we know what it's not. Alright, maybe we'll focus on...
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Okay, so 2 and 3, there's the arrows. And what does it say? Our way in... Changing vibrations. It's the arrows that are screwing me up. I guess we could just jam them in and see. We got that whiteboard, this one. Isn't there a third one on this floor? Maybe not. Alright, well, we'll make it up. Alright, so let's do it the way that it's shown, and then we'll mix it up if it's not. So, just the black side in number 2. And then for number 3, we'll do the black cube, which is... Here it is. And did I not put one into the fourth one? I did. Why did I do that one? Because that's what it showed over here. Okay, let's leave that be then for a second. Okay, that shows what goes into the 5th one. So that's sort of like half moon one that goes into the column 5. So 5 is this one. Okay, so I'm going to hit this, and if it doesn't work, then we'll switch 2 and 3. No, okay. So
what do the symbols mean?
That's what the arrows meant. It meant switch them around, I think. Let's give it a shot. So 3 we're going to take out. We're going to jam this one into 2. And then let's go put this one into 3. That sounds promising.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it. I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
was just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. I think that's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Also, I noticed there that we got some 4 ability points. I would like to make use of those. Okay. We are back in Central Research. Now, there's a lot of things in this area that we have not checked out. I wanted to go look at the ashtray maze again, because I feel like we got some additional information. It may not be doable right now, but before, I did not know that you have to be, like, invited in or have possession of the cigarette and ashtray. I haven't picked one up, but I did want to see if there's one... Oops, hold on. Okay, is this... Yes. Dimensional research. Fequest, I'm curious what your work schedule is like. Also, okay, so, yeah, so, A, let me finish that thought. Fequest, I was just sort of idly curious what your work schedule is like this week. I have to imagine Fox Eyes is going to be super busy with baking orders. Fox Eyes does custom... baking orders for folks, and her baked goods are fantastic. Mia has a whole macro to call them out and to like link to, I believe, the Facebook page. So wait, let me just take a quick look around. I'm looking to see if there's a ashtray or nope, that's like a pen holder. Cigarette any place. Well, see, that's an ashtray. Is that what I need? No, there's another one right there, just like it. I wonder if the picture means anything. So the picture is taken from this angle, I think. Yup. Give or take like this. Oh, but then again, so is this one. Does it show any other differences that I'm supposed to be enacting? I don't think so. Long red hallway. And that just leads back. In Super Mario World, there was like a booze hut that I always had a lot of like a boo level that I always had a lot of difficulty with because it was like it just kept looping back to the beginning, and no matter how many times I've played Super Mario World, I always have trouble with that one level. If you're saying Fox Eyes is actually all done for the season, so here's the thing, the chest. We already got this. They did a shit ton of deliveries yesterday, and now she's just doing all the wrapping and prep and stuff. Fee's working every day except Friday. That's rough. Yeah, I think at a minimum, I'm gonna need to step away from Ashtray Maze for a bit more. And this is just gonna lead back. So it's like, that's the unexplored path as far as I know. And it is unconcerned with my desire to get in here. I'm glad that you don't get trapped in the maze. The other question that I was going to ask Drienne is that I don't know if you were there, but Salky McMaster, Jason McMaster's wife, told a classically distressing story. The McMasters have people in their lives that are unlike any people that I've ever met, and this particular one was and like, it is very much Sonky's story to tell, but she shared the tale of a day working at the bookstore where she works, where a woman came in looking for Christian books on adultery, and then, without any particular prompting, revealed the fact that her husband of several years had cheated on her with someone, and this woman had photographs, highly explicit photographs, that she then proceeded to shove in Sonky's face for some reason. And I'm just like, I keep... Both Jason and Sonky share these stories like, here's just a wild thing that happened to us. And I hear these stories and I'm like, oh, see, that was the way that I wanted to try to go. Okay, I am again going to step away from this for now. I'm hoping that it'll be one of those situations where it's like, at some point there'll either be some ability or some other like encounter that we'll have that will suddenly jog me awake and be like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do the Ashtray Maze, and then we'll be able to make some progress. Because is saying they have amazing stories. Yes, they do, and so many of them. And so many of them are centered on, here is our encounter with someone who did not have even the basic pretense of regular human interaction. Ow, ow, oh, okay. Okay. I can do that too. I was like, oh, maybe my shield isn't that good, and failed to account for just getting rifle butted in the back of the skull. Hello to Lucha Freddy. Okay, so now that we're not doing this, is there anything else that we want to check out in research before we go? And the answer is kind of, because I wanted to go to, let me get back to Central Research. Can I do that from here? I think I can. Oh, and I did get 4 points as well. So, I gotta say, I wouldn't say no to more health. That's kind of been a running issue. Alternatively, launch basic enemies when their health is low. That does sound like a good time. I think I'm going to be slightly dull and go for additional health for right now. All right, now let's go back to Central Research. Lucha Freddy's saying that was a proper oh balls moment. Yes, that is... The combat in this game can turn against you real quick, and there are a variety of other games that fall into that category that I very much like. Ninja Gaiden and then Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox 360 were very much those types of games where there was no such thing as an incidental encounter. There were encounters that you would get pretty comfortable about, fairly confident in your ability to take them on, but any enemy in that game can and will do a grievous amount of damage if you allow them to do so. On the other hand, things like Devil May Cry has the same sort of feel, and I just was never... Bayonetta is another example. I've never gotten comfortable enough with those combat systems that I am good at dealing with it. So I just, you know, when I played Bayonetta, it was very much a case of I would go into a combat and just get obliterated, just atomized by the enemy, and then go and fight the exact same enemy and absolutely wreck them, and legitimately have no idea what I had done differently. In any event, thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by Redacted, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The Quarry brought Blackrock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. That's a lot of P's. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. So the mold is apparently those plants that are very, very toxic, and that's the first time that we have a name for it. I want to read about this. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named Redacted. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's mind or consciousness, I would assume. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. What? But it would say friendly. The word is friendly or obedient. Why redact that? What an odd thing. The effect lasts blank. Once released, the seized Redacted has a result. Oh, the seized... Oh, dies or perishes as a result of the psychic trauma. Okay. The object has no current binder. A janitor named Blank bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in Redacted. Soon the building's occupants were redacted by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to double redaction the perpetrator and redact the item. Fatalities numbered in the blank for operational details, etc. Drian, thank you for the clip. So at one point I was milling around Central Research here, and I sort of fell into a pit, and inside of the pit there were a whole bunch of plants and other things that wound up killing me, but I feel like there's more to discover down there. So I want to see if I can find my way down. Have I been in here? No, clearly not. Night, the world is mine with nobody else out here. Oh, this is like a poem or something. No thanks. Then jam on this button, and something will presumably happen inside that room. Wait, can I listen to this? No. Ah, maybe this will explain something. Auditory experience 84.C, Poets of the Fall, My Dark Disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. So this must be it's not a poem, it's lyrics on the wall. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say, and do you hear them now? Please choose from each of the following pairs: 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burn out or fade away. That was not illuminating. Let's hit this button. Oh, it must be copyrighted music.
Resonance is the key. Vibration, frequencies, waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics. These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me. It's trying to warn me of something imminent. I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Yeah, again, the versions that we get in here are more complete than what we see out in the world, which is interesting. Also, Lucha Freddy asked, I'm doing an ASMR wrestling commentary night. Should I go with ASMR, wrestling, just chatting, or sports game option? Of that set... Well, first of all, don't hesitate to mix it up as the event goes on. You can always change that while you're streaming, and it might help to bring in additional people looking for additional categories. That said, I would probably aim at whichever one you think is going to be like appeal to the broadest spectrum of people, while also not being so generic that no one knows what it's about. So, I mean, just chatting, I feel like, is a little bit too broad. Wrestling, of the set that you've listed there, ASMR, wrestling, just chatting, or sports, I would probably start with wrestling and then expand it to, as you're going on, maybe after about 30 minutes, switch it to ASMR and then sports and then just trying to maybe switch it every 30 minutes for the duration, because I feel like that would get the largest exposure to people based on which categories they're looking for. That's my first thought.
Please state your name for the record.
Oh, nope, we heard that. And then I just want to know what happens if I select this. Oh, okay, so it's actually going to play the song, and that we can't listen to, so that's good to know. Wait. Collectibles, hotline. Also, Drienne had noted that this is a real song that you can listen to, but did confirm not with the copyrights off. Okay, by God, I'm gonna do at least one of these in my life. How do we get to a fast travel point from here? We go up these stairs. Okay. Oh, come on. Get that shield out of here, man. What is this guy's name? Uh-oh. Also, hello to Panda. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hope your workday is going well as well, Freddy. Well, I found the shaft I was looking for. It didn't go quite where I'd hoped to. Also, that does clarify something that, frankly, I'd been a little bit wondering about, whether or not there is fall damage in the game. I'd been assuming that there was. But now I know for sure. It turns out, don't have a good plan for these guys at all. It was the dismissiveness with which he rammed that that concrete chunk directly into my skull. And thank you again, Drian. You know what I should have done during that long fall? Dodge in any direction, because I do remember that the shaft has lots of like little ledges, and the first time that I found it, I was able to work my way down very carefully, and that time I just didn't. Okay. So his shield is down now-ish. Well, we'll get there. Okay, that's half his shield. Now his shield is down. No, I don't hit me with that. Oh, eat light plastic chair, jackass. This guy's gonna kill me again. Oh, just get bored and leave then, why don't you? So, at issue is that his shield is down for a very short amount of time, it feels like, and I am having trouble capitalizing on that moment. Oh! That actually came through the screen, wounded my pride. I don't know how to deal with this guy. And this class in general. What's happening is that I'm able to do some damage, but I hit him a couple times, their shield goes down. I'm usually at that point either poorly positioned or out of ammo, at which point their shield comes right back up. I need some way to, or it would be helpful if I had some way to stagger them or root them in place for at least a moment. Also, I mean, maybe I just don't have, like, maybe these are not the right weapons to use. Maybe what I should do is switch back to, like, the shotgun or something. I'll just hang out back here for a second, thanks. Oh, that's me not holding the trigger long enough, but at least I didn't catch some concrete, so... Let me see if I can, like, block his garbage and then throw garbage back at him. No, hit him, damn it. Wait, what? Why did that work? Because he had his shield up. Maybe Pierce does damage even through the shield? God, then I've been doing that completely wrong. So... I need to... Ooh, that seems really good. I need to clear out some of my mods. So timeout for 1 second. We're going to go to personal mods. And I'm going to sort first by rarity. And we're going to just purge out some of the worst ones. Well, shield strength plus 25% is not a bad one. No. Okay, that one I can get rid of. That's a duplicate. Energy, yeah, plus 5%. Actually, even plus 6%. I'm never going to put that in. There's 1,000 things better than that. Evade energy cost, negative 7%. Yeah, we got a better one of that. Evade energy cost. You can get rid of that one. That one. Those are 2 duplicates. Health. Yeah, health plus 16%. I've got a plus 28%. That's way better. Well, okay, so here's shield strength 34%. What was this one down here? 25%. Let's axe that one. Then we've got energy recovery speed, which I wouldn't complain about. Like, what do I have in here? Launch energy cost. Yeah, let's get recovery speed, whatever. What was that one? Yeah, plus 25%. Let's put that in. That seems better. Axe that one, I think. Ficos was doing Jeremy and people were congratulating. Yes, thank you. It only took 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 tries. Alright, just wanted to make sure we got the whole set. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have any lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of 2 black rock samples you sent. The Prism, or whatever you called it, I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla, a handy mnemonic device, right? Ha. Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. I doubt that's going to play any music. There's about, like, 15% of me that is very disappointed that we don't get to listen to the copyrighted music. I feel like it would add some to the experience, but also, it's not worth the constant muting. I don't think so. I'm okay with it. Dr. Teflon, hello to you, who says that dude's trying to get laid over BlackRock. Yeah, it came off as a little bit strong to me, but maybe she's cool with it. That's the thing. I don't think that it's inappropriate to, like, ask someone out as long as, like, you ask once. Like, it's the persistence, I think, that will get you into some trouble. You know, respect where people are at. Alright. Now, I want to note that there is no reason in the world for us to go down here, except for the fact that we can, and I am curious what's down here. So we've got a pretty clear way out here. Also, I'm going to tell you what, given the narrow confines in here, let's switch back to our shotgun. So we're going to have machine gun and shotgun in here. Yeah, the map is useless except as a compass right now. Alright. I'm gonna go say hello to them in just a minute. They don't seem hostile. This is the mold also. That's one thing that we learned from one of the things, or at least that's what I'm assuming, this like infinitely growing plant that has these spores that are sort of going around. Seems alarming, but as with everything in the Bureau, they seem cool with it, so... You know, I kind of feel like we need to get down here with flamethrowers and just Ripley this place. Like, look at the extent to which it's growing on things. Like, it's... It seems really gross. I wouldn't want to touch it. There's me. Oh, hello to Club! Club, I hope you're having a great Monday. Now, did you... I know that you had some time off. Is that time off still happening? Are you off... it feels like this week is too much to ask for, but it'd be nice if you had some time off for the holiday here. I feel like the, workers' rights might be better a little bit in Belgium than it is here. Also, I don't think that we want to make this into a large-scale conversation, but best wishes to the people in Great Britain who are currently dealing with...
Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Sorry, let me just finish that thought because it's kind of important. Apparently, Great Britain is at this hour dealing with a much more virulent strain of COVID-19. Reports are saying that it can be several times more infectious, and although the severity of the disease is the same, it just transmits much, much more easily. So our best wishes go out to the people in that country, and regrettably, it feels like that strain could be coming soon to a shoreline near you. So I hope that everybody continues to be as safe as possible. It just sort of came to mind when thinking about Belgium and hoping that they're weathering this COVID-19 storm better than we are in the United States.
Excuse me, are you lost? Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Sorry, she's very rude, and also I like her.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend. But to answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
Hello to, Cara Luna, by the way, who just came in, as well as More Than a Mia, who is back from her daily events.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication. That said, the mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
So the mold is coming in from... where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
Actually, it's weird how non-terrified she is.
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Calm down. Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss. I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Right, since that would lead to the destruction of all life on Earth. Got it. Oh, so that must have been Rhea. Or let's assume that that is. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a bright star on the rise, incredibly bright. Oh, sorry, she's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two... Wait. Oh, nuts. We're running short on time. I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I've always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. So, she said that I could find, like, a sample on her desk of what she was looking for. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms, similar in appearance to redacted, construct this architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these redactions are original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I've ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It truly is an ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Have you considered fire? And a lot of it. How durable are we talking about? Because this seems like actually much worse than the hiss. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled blank. It's an essay. He titled it. How could that be the thing that is redacted here? Contains some glaring omissions that I feel must shine a light on. First, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the redaction creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into blank. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. You know what else can build skyscrapers? Human beings, and they don't flourish out of control and consume all living matter in the world. Get rid of it. Okay, wait, let me switch to this mission. No, this mission, if we can. Okay, so we have to collect 5 mold samples. This may not be something that I do... Yeah, this might be something that we do as we go, as opposed to something that is... Oops. Yeah, I don't think this is an actual, like, let's go do this mission. I think that this mission is, let's do it as we come across the samples. Mia, thank you very much for doing the shout-outs for everybody.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes. Are those people?
Hold on 1 second. Now, this weapon is not built for range. No, I'd have to switch to a different weapon too. to continue shooting. Otherwise, I'm just wasting time. All right, let's take a look. Oh, wait. No, I forgot that they blow up. What? What is hitting me? What is hitting me? Hold on. Is it that? Whoa! Okay. Alright, I am not a fan of these things. And I need a much, much better long-range weapon. So we're going to switch out for... A shotgun is not helpful right now. We're going to switch out to Pierce. That's not Pierce. Oh dear. I've fallen and I can't get up. Okay. Figure saying the rumor has it the Steam sale starts tomorrow. I'll be very interested to see what they have. I kind of feel like between the Thanksgiving sale and the epic free games that are being given away each day. Oh, hey, quick PSA. Alien Isolation is free right now on the Epic Games Store. That is not a game that I have played, but it is one that I very much look forward to playing. Already own it on Steam, and nonetheless, Wait, did we get a corrupted sample? I don't think so. Maybe we did. Well, in any event. I'm not going to go back into that pit, at least not right now. Let's go search for Blackrock Processing, which I remember correctly is in maintenance. Fast travel to... maintenance. Now, where do we think Blackrock Processing is? And is it actually in maintenance, or am I making that up? I'll tell you what, let's go... My memory is that we saw a sign for it. I want to go to... I'm going to go to the janitor's office. If you guys are saying hello, Christmas money, goodbye, Christmas money. Carolina saying rumor has it that he has better things to spend money on. Don't we all? And yet gaming is...
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan. Once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
I don't know how to feel about this entity riding around in Jesse's head. Blackrock Processing is... that away. But we can't get there from here, so we're gonna have to find a different way around. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I pulled the barrel up into the back of his head, which was really cool. Alright. Now, on with our journey to Blackrock Processing. I am going to check by the janitor, just in case he has some information for us. I kind of don't think he does, but we'll go ask. No. So, now the question is, how do we get forward to Blackrock Processing? Maybe over here? So, Samlin is asking if Ricardo managed to learn anything. What was the... I might have missed this element of the conversation. What was he looking to learn? Sam is saying it's a super slow sniper pistol. That gun is terrible. What's really good at range? Hiss nodes. Well, I want to do one of these someday. At this point, it'll be a question on what do I find first: a fast travel point to go do the central research thing, or the... Well, I answered that. Oh, in FTL. Yeah, Ricardinho, I think I mentioned this previously, but did a really, really fun stream of FTL the other day, and I've just really been enjoying getting to see him. Oops. Start to learn that game. All right, who did that one? So, I need to start playing a little bit more, carefully, because these are the encounters that keep killing me, and then I don't get anything for the effort. I'm trying. Also, say this, Samalander, the kickback on this gun makes it really, really satisfying to shoot. So, is this what we're here for, or what? No, apparently not. We have to destroy Hiss Nose, which hasn't happened yet. I think part of the issue, at least a small part, is that I don't actually know what a Hiss Node is. Oh, is this a Hiss Node? It could be. Yep. Okay, so we need to find some more red cubes. Oops. Nope, I'm stuck. Urgh. All right, none of this seems like a place I can be. Okay, so what do we think? 3 more? Oh, explodey zombie, be on my side. Can I get that safely? I think I can. I would say the combat in this is really, really well done, as we've talked about, but it's ever so much more done when I'm successful. I think that's when the combat really shows off its best elements, when I'm winning. Oh, wait. Nope. Let me just X him. Oh, come to the prom with me. Okay. You and me, zombie, we're going to the moon. The lighting, like you can see where to go. I really like the lighting in this game. Oh, wait, I don't want to hit that person. Hold on a second. Let me try to be careful about this. Wow, we did one! We did one! All right. Fikra says now, and thank you to, like Samalander, and Azaric. See, all I want to do now is be able to walk into IKEA and use telekinesis to toss poorly made furniture around. Wouldn't it be fun? Oh, I'm full on weapon mods again. Okay, so let's go by... Get rid of that and that. We've got a level 2 of this one, this one, this one, and a level 2 of this one, that one. Probably both of these. Those are kind of pretty good. Alright, and apparently I picked up an additional... Ooh, what's this? Health recovery per element pickup, plus 39%. That is better than what I've got... Actually, but that's not what I've got on either of these. Let's get rid of some of these tier 1 mods. I mean, they're pretty passé now, right? Energy recovery speed, 21%. Yeah, we're not going to be using that. Get rid of that one. And this one. We're not going to use the negative 9% for anything. Yeah, remember how hesitant I was to, like, break anything down? I was like, I need to get a handle on how the economy works. That's why. Now I feel like we know... Okay, we can just, wax that stuff. It doesn't matter for nothing. Okay, so now the big question is, there's 20 minutes left on the clock before I have to go, and unfortunately that is a hard stop. Okay, so we get to turn this in. Let's go turn this in, because I unfortunately cannot run late here. When we started, I was like, oh, and I'll have plenty of time to play for as long as I want, and then realized, oh no, right around 5 p.m. Eastern, there's something that, that is still... going on, but is well worth the effort. So now, and this is what both Jan and I have talked about, where is the thing? Where's the thing that you go to? The fast travel point. Like, it's here, but at this moment, is it above or below my location? Well, probably below, since it looks like the ceiling is above, but that's kind of a thing about the way the map is put together in this game. It's like, oh, that's... makes it tough to navigate. Also, that's just the pit again. Okay, that's not where I want to be. The other day, it was actually now 2 days ago, we were talking here about, like, the next time Drienne is on, we should ask this question, and unfortunately I've completely... And it wasn't... Hold on a second. Oh boy! It wasn't directly related to any, like, current topic. It was just like, this seems like something that Drienne, among all people, is going to be well positioned to know the answer to. But I have, of course, completely forgotten what the topic even was. Okay. You know what this reminds me of? The ball. Remember the spaceship in... Oh, no one's gonna remember this, because even I don't remember it. What was it called, like, the Travelers or something? Some kid, like, found a computer program that would allow him to create, like, a ball of, like, energy, and he used it to put around, like, a spaceship, and he and his friends went and met some really obnoxious aliens. Oh boy, this is not... They're not getting tired. What the hell was the name of that movie? No, okay. Okay, zombie, go blow that asshole up. Guys, I don't think we're gonna make it back to central processing or whatever it's called. Please stop hitting me in the head with concrete. What? Who even is doing that? Oh, it's a flying chair guy. I'm gonna see if I can make flying chair guy on my side. He seems... Okay! I thought that he'd be locked down by the presence of me taking over his mind. So me seeing Flight of the Navigator, that is a different movie. I saw Flight of the Navigator as an adult and still felt like it held up pretty well. But, except maybe for like the weird fact that the ship impersonates Pee Wee Herman the whole time? Like, I don't have an issue with Paul Rubens. I know that he sort of became persona non grata for a long time, but also, like, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. But just like, let's have a spacecraft that is impersonating a personality that is no longer relevant feels like really dated as anything else in that movie. Let's go back to here. The Explorers. Thank you, Samalander. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, boy, I loved that movie when I was a kid. What? Why did I suddenly bring that up? I don't remember. Interestingly, this is the... interestingly, this is the only place to change outfits. But let's go here. I think I did that. Kill his rangers. Sure, why not? All right. Yeah, that orb that they made in the Explorers, that I thought was really scary because they didn't know how to control it. At one point, doesn't it like ricochet all around their garage or whatever it is, and it's just like punching holes and everything, and it's really only through the grace of happenstance that they don't, like, it doesn't just bore right through somebody's sternum and just like drill right through them. In any event, that is unfortunately all the time that we have for today. What we're going to do is call it here and probably be back. Gosh, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday, and we'll certainly be on with Feecrest, Mia, and hopefully Fox Eyes if her baking work is done, and find something fun to, and Chivalry, and find something fun to play for tomorrow. And maybe we'll have a chance to do some more Control ahead of that. And maybe, and this is a huge maybe, later on tonight we will be back for something that is not Control, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that we were sort of looking at doing. Anno 1800 is on a very, very deep sale right at the moment, and the last time that we did a stream of Anno 1800, people had expressed some interest in seeing what is the campaign like, what's the story campaign like, so it might be fun to show that off now that it's been patched and adjusted and rebalanced in a couple ways, and may or may not incorporate the DLC, I'm not sure. So I thought that would be a fun thing to sort of jump in and check out together. There's a lot of dialogue, believe it or not, in that game. So it would be kind of story focused, but I think fun to take a look at. If not that, there were some other sort of event streams that we had just sort of on the back burner thinking about. And here's one last thought as we are on our way out. We are currently testing what might be a fix for the DirectX 12 crash in Division 2. And when I say might, let me tell you something. I would not be bringing this up if I had not successfully played 2 hours of Division 2 in DirectX 12 mode without it crashing. And that game, that sucker will crash in 10 minutes when you put it into DirectX 12 mode. The only thing we didn't do, and the thing that I think needs to be tested, is DirectX 12 mode crashes the most frequently when you are in a mission. And I don't know why, but it's usually about 2/3 through that mission that it just exits out to desktop and you lose all your progress. And that's the only thing that I didn't try during that. I ran all around the city, I shot a bunch of guys, I threw grenades, I went into inventory, I broke down things, I did just a whole bunch of stuff over the course of 2 hours, and it didn't crash once. And if that works out, I will be very excited to share it with others, because there has been absolutely no clarity from anyone, including other players or Ubisoft support, on why the hell one of their prestige games has an option in the options menu that if you put it on, it just crashes the whole game very reliably. And if this is the thing that fixes it, if this is the thing that sets out some separation between people that don't have the crash and do, I'll be very excited to share it. But I've tried to solve this puzzle before and been unsuccessful after there was some repeat testing, so we'll see how it goes. In any event, let's wrap up here. Azric says, working as intended. Oh, this might be in relation to there's something else. But Sam Leonard is saying, wait, don't most games have the crash to desktop option? Well, some of the Ubisoft ones do, and it's called DX12. Their implementation is unsteady. That used to be a big issue with Anno 1800 as well. You could put that game into DirectX 12 mode, and it would increase your frame rate by about 15 to 20%, and also just randomly dump to desktop with some horrific error message. And that is now mostly fixed, but not 100%. Anyway, let's go find somebody fun to raid. I will be out for at least a couple hours, but maybe back a little bit later to do something else, and maybe try to fit in some of those event streams as we go through. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.